my channel, AquaStarGoddess. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications each and every time I upload a new video, and smash the like button. Let's go ahead and do a quick reading, trying to find out what path to be taken. And this is more so in relation to like career, money, stuff like that. Alright, Spirit, clear and concise messages. Judgment, a decision must be made. The Magician. Interesting. Wow. Is this a spiritual path? Is that what we're doing?
I said it's up, so it's up. Gun in my hand.
Is this a spiritual path? What? It could be, because the Magician comes up with the Judgment card. Okay. Also being resourceful as well. So like whatever it is, it allows you to use your resources or like your abilities, whatever is going to make you happy as well. So happiness is also included in this. Something that's going to take you to a new cycle. Let's see. Two of Wands, making a decision. What's the decision? It's definitely something that will make you happy. So, you know, whatever you decide should definitely be something that'll make you happy, and also something that you know that you can win in. So like, you know, sometimes when you're trying to make these decisions or whatever, it's like, well, which path is that? Well, honestly, my grandfather used to always tell me, you know, always have a skill set in an industry or a department that you know is always going to be needed, right? Like mechanic. A mechanic is always going to be needed, right? Well, that's what we thought, at least, before these electric cars start coming out, right? Right? But a mechanic has been an essential industry for many decades, right? What else? Healthcare, you know, those are essential because people are always going to have to deal with health issues or health concerns, you know. What else is there? Childcare. Childcare is always going to be a thing because people is always going to be fucking, and people are always going to be having kids, you know, so there's always going to be a need for that. So, you know, what makes you happy, but that also is going to be something that you know that you will have longevity in. It's about longevity, okay? I feel like walking away from illusions is coming up as well. Dealing with unnecessary financial hardships and unnecessary financial pains, you know what I mean? So we're moving away from those types of things. So, you know, the decision that I see here is definitely something, it could definitely be something that's spiritual or that you feel spiritually connected to, or something that you know, that's in a spiritual path or spiritual working. What else do we see here? We see something that definitely makes you happy. So it's definitely not going to be something that, you know, that you're miserable doing. You know, whatever your path is as far as career goes, you're not miserable doing this here thing, okay? So that's important to keep in mind. It will be something that you will be happy in, something that you are going to be successful at, which I think, you know, like I said, you want to choose an industry that is an essential, but also you want to choose something that you enjoy. That's something that you feel that you will be successful in because it's something that you are going to have fun with. It's my personal opinion that if you are enjoying what you're doing, you're never working, really, right? Because when you enjoy what you do, the time goes by fast. You know, the work goes quickly. You're not counting the hours, seconds, and minutes for your day to be over, you know? And I think that's really important as it relates to like an overall for you to be living your fullest, best, most authentic life, okay? That is an important aspect of what you're doing. It's so interesting, like even down to me Ubering, I never do anything that I don't like doing, that I'm not happy with. Even with Ubering, I be having fun. I'll be on the road, I'll be scaring people in the back. scaring motherfuckers, you know what I mean, when I'm driving. So it's no matter what I'm doing in my life, it does not matter. I'm going to enjoy myself. Okay. So yeah, so just make sure that you are thinking about these things as you're choosing your path, right? For me, I kind of already figured out what it is. You know what I mean? Because I can see this whole spiritual thing right here, this little magician here. Hi. Hey XD, how are you? So right now I'm doing a collective read about kind of like a path to choose and stuff like that. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I'm seeing, for me, like, I see a spiritual lane here. I also see a lane in directions in which I know I can be successful, which I have multiple lanes in which I could be successful in, right? So it's not really just like one thing. I think it's a matter of what I feel spiritually and emotionally connected to, that I can continue to grow something. I will experience longevity in that path because I'm going to continue to want to give to that industry or to that thing that I would be doing, okay? So what's your question anyway? All right, so Spirit, let me see what else. Queen of Cups. Yeah, something that you will nurture long term and you have longevity with, because you're willing to nurture it for a long period of time. You know, this is important, because listen, if it's something that you're gonna give up with in 2 weeks because you're not excited about it, you know, you don't enjoy this thing. So in 2 weeks you could give up on that motherfucking thing and, you know, never do it again, and then you are back at square one. So you want to choose something that you will enjoy, that you find is interesting, so it keeps you, you know, interested for a little while, and then you obviously do have to take a leap of faith. I didn't know I was expecting this, but I feel like I was expecting this. Okay, you have to be able to take a leap of faith. So right now, specifically for myself, just as an example, I've been doing some Ubering just while I'm going through this transition between moving and finding my own place, and, you know, separating from my husband, stuff like that. And so I've been doing this Uber thing just because I need to get my mind right? I have my subleasing thing that's going, you know, and then my marketing company has been on pause for a little bit. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I need to get back in my marketing bag, because that was consistent flow of revenue for me. It was very consistent. And I stopped because some people, yeah, it's just bad customers, you know, and it made me think like, maybe I don't really want to do this. But no, I enjoy doing marketing. It's another way in which I can be creative. The money is great. I really enjoy it. So I'm about to get it back into my marketing bag, right? But at the end of the day, I have another thing that I'm also doing, some products, some digital products and things like that I also have going. At the end of the day, nothing is, so hopefully I came back live. But anyway, what I was trying to say was this, you know, and I don't know if you heard this, XD, but listen, you need to be careful with that right there, okay? And here's the reason why. Hear me out first, right? Well, first off, we need to know why you're stressed. You know, why you're stressed about this. Do you want a baby? Do you not want a baby? What's going on with all that? Okay, because these are all, you know, these are all more logical type things, logical decisions and things like that you have to think through. The next thing I want to say is this. You need to learn how to trust your intuition more, right? Because your intuition is more in alignment with what you feel and desire and want and need deep down. Another person's intuition can only go so far in your life, because other people don't know deep down what you desire, what you want, what you feel, what makes you happy and what makes you sad, etc., right? So be careful with asking other people to use their intuition for you in your life. Another reason for this is because there are a lot of people with small minds, okay? And when you have, you know, a big mind, you want to, you know, you have big dreams and things like that, people with small minds can often place their limitations upon you, okay? So be careful with not trusting your own intuition and trusting other people's intuition over your own. It's okay to ask for advice from time to time, but you always have to take other people's advice with a grain of salt, okay? Because nobody knows what you want deep down, what you desire in your life, what things make you happy but makes you sad, and ultimately what is going to cause you to feel a sense of fulfillment in life. And there are a lot of people with small minds, you know what I mean? And they're limited, they got a lot of limitations. And when they give you advice, they give you advice with their limitations in mind. Okay? So just be careful with that. And it's time to learn to follow your intuition. Not saying that you can't ask for advice here. That's not what I'm saying. But I am telling you to be careful with that. Okay? All right. So let's see here. So let me finish up on my collective reading. And then, of course, we will listen. That leap of faith is also coming with a need to be, to take leadership, responsibility, and ownership of whatever it is that you're doing and where you're going in life, right? So if you got a new project, a new business, or a new idea, or a new career path that you want to embark upon, you know, you're going to have to take the front seat on that, you know, on that endeavor. You're going to have to take the first step. You're going to have to take that leap of faith, but you're also going to have to be in the driver's seat. You're going to have to be the captain, okay, of this ship. And I know that oftentimes when you're inexperienced in certain things, or you don't know certain things, being the captain can seem so scary because it puts you in a seat of responsibility. But it's not as scary as you think, you know. In order for things to get done, sometimes you got to be the one to do it. Okay. Now that's not always. You can hire people to do shit too. Okay. Keep that in mind as you continue to plan out. Another thing that I see here as well with the Emperor is a mentor. Maybe you can have a mentor, somebody that helps you kind of get through pathways. When you're starting a business, I completely am down for and suggest and recommend having some sort of mentor or somebody who has been in the same shoes that you in, somebody that's been in that pathway. I suggest it, highly recommend it. Okay, highly recommend you getting a mentor, having a coach, a mentor, something like that, somebody that can help guide you through the pathway and help you avoid pitfalls that they done already went through. They done already learned them lessons, you ain't got to learn them, you know. So I suggest that somebody possibly needs a mentor. That could be very helpful. We got the Moon card here as well. The Moon card, you know, listen, this will help you avoid confusion getting a mentor. Okay? It'll help you avoid confusion. It'll help you have a lot more clarity. Okay? Which can really light a dark path for you. You know, like maybe you're going through a time right now where you really need to figure something out, right? When you take that leap of faith, you get that mentor or whatever. A mentor can really help lead you through a dark path, you know. And this is interesting with me having just said don't trust other people's intuition because they don't know, right? But this is different. When we're talking about a mentor, we're talking about somebody who can guide you on a specific pathway, on a specific thing, right? When it comes to love situations, stuff like that, everybody has different opinions on how they would deal with things, you know. So you got to take those opinions and those pieces of advice with a grain of salt. Okay, but we talking about business and career in this reading, so that ain't where we're going. And then obviously this is going to lead you to a path of celebration. It's also going to lead you to some stability as well, where you have Spirit is offering you a new foundation. So I feel like somebody needs to take a leap of faith. Yes, a new foundation full of abundance. Okay, a new beginnings as well. So this is a good thing. Whatever the path is that you've been pondering upon or considering, Spirit is saying to make the decision. Okay, make the decision that is going to make you happy. And when you make the decision that is going to make you happy, this is where Spirit is offering you an opportunity to transform your life, to make some transitions, transformations, transmutation. Okay, because you're walking away from, you're abandoning the old life of not having enough, in the lack life. You're abandoning that life. You're abandoning the life where you feel stuck, where you can't move financially, you don't have all that you need, right? So this is what is required. And I feel like this is even this decision, this choice, and this move, as far as this career path or, you know, business path or whatever goes, this is actually a part of your spiritual process and your spiritual journey. So you need to do it. All right? Escape the rat race. All right, that's it. I'm done with this reading. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, so XD, I'm not so sure if you're still here. Please let me know if you are. or else I'm going to end this video off, okay? So listen, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications each and every time I upload a video. Smash the like button. I just did a reading on kind of like a career, money, business path, right? Because personally, I am actually, needing to make some decisions in my life as well. So, I'm recently going through a transition where I moved out from my husband of 20 years. I literally just moved out of our home together and got my own place. And so we are officially for quite a while, but now it's like super, super official that we are separated. We still get along, we still talk, we co-parent our children together. So, while going through those transitions, sometimes I am, needing to make some new decisions, needing to decide some things. What I'm discovering right now is that, yeah, Ubering is cute and cool and all that. It just ain't enough for me, right? I need to make sure shit's straight, okay? So there's a lot of things that I need to do. So making a decision on a new business endeavor or to resurrect a previous business endeavor, that's really what I got to do right now. So I got to figure that out. So anyway, I just got some details on that. XD, I don't see you no more. It looks like you're gone. So if you're gone, that's fine. I get it. At the end of the day, feeling stressed out about being pregnant can be considered a normal thing. I mean, it just depends. Why are you stressed is the real question here. Are you stressed because you know that you're pregnant by a fuck nigga? That's a whole different kind of stress. Are you stressed because you know that you can't take on a baby right now? Or are you just stressed because naturally you don't know what to do, you don't know how to feel, you don't know what's gonna happen? Like that's a normal thing, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I'm pregnant, what am I gonna do? What's gonna happen? How's he gonna act? How's he gonna respond? Is he gonna not want this baby? Is he gonna want this baby? You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna be there? Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Of course, those are natural responses, but that's why you need to really, really take assessment with yourself. Really sit with yourself and decide why you are feeling stressed. Okay, and the reason why you're feeling stressed is going to make all the difference on what you should be doing moving forward. Okay, I say that everything that's going on with you, every feeling, every vibe that you get, all of it is help in some way to help you better understand yourself, better understand the choices and decisions that you're making or you should make. How you feel, all of those things come into play with that. So yeah, as far as spirit trying to guide you and all that shit like that, yeah, I mean, spirit is in you, right? So how are you feeling? You should be trying to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What's making me feel this way? And you need to uncover those things right there. That's what's important for you to uncover right now. Why am I feeling stressed? Because the reason for your stress is going to make all the difference on what you should be doing next. All right, I'm done. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications every time I upload a video, and smash the like button.